It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're going to look here at Ben Sinnott. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Commanders and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner. This should be a good one here in the month of October. Got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is as a team. And for this stage of the season, this is one of the better matchups we've seen so far, and it's going to go a long way continuing to unravel who are the teams we're going to be talking about come the end of the regular season.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
Look at the box score. You'd think, okay, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. They clearly won the game, but it wasn't the case. And what that tells me is they're just not getting enough contribution from the entire. He had a really nice day. Some things that he still needs to clean up, but can they get better balance on the offensive side of the ball? And then, frankly, they need to make more plays on defense and get more contribution out of the special teams. This can't just be a team that puts all the pressure on the quarterback position and says, hey, go out every week and just win us the game by yourself.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Got a man, that's Rashee Rice. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Here's a 2nd and 6. Play action here. Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. They send the tight end in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Tight end going in motion here. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. That is hauled in at the 5. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's his third touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
He's coming off a touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into. But if he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. Not much happening there, just a short game. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll throw with Daniels. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They bring a tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, Mahomes. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and sets up 3rd down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. 3rd and short. Here's Patrick. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On comes the Chiefs punter. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive will start on the ground. And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll take it on in. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get back to work. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Working the right side. Taken in by Rice. Here's 2nd and 2. putting the tight end in motion. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He'll get about 2. Frankie Louvu there to make the play defensively. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Thrown left side. The catch is made. That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another first down. Throwing again. It's Mahomes. Quick throw. Taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They send the tight end in motion. Right back to the air for Mahomes. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. Mahomes now to throw again. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
And Butker on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he's an early front runner for MVP of the NFL. It's the first half of the season, but as you can see, they're leading the league in passing yardage. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31. They'll send a tight end in motion. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
On second down, it's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That pass taken in by McLaurin. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of his teammates there to take it back in. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he gets this up to the 42.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. First down throw, Mahomes. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking them down and took them down for a loss.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Mahomes back. They'll look to set up the screen here. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Mahomes now on 2nd down. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Mahomes. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one good for 29.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he's going to be out of bounds. It's just beyond the line of scrimmage. That's all they needed to pick up the 1st down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. That's McLaurin open on the left side. He is in. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 2. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. He's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. On second down, Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This caught right side by Worthy. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Mahomes now to throw on second down. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. As you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Jared Wiley, the tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Tight end going in motion here. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Jared Wiley. Touchdown, KC. And this show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials indicating, let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders' offense heading out for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play. that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Finding room at midfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Now he takes off. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This one from 41 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And the Commanders will tie the game at 24.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught by the tight end, Riley. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. The Raiders still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Josh Allen has a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. Jordan Addison, a touchdown reception. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Here comes a return from the 3. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. He's run well here in the first half of the season, as you see there. He's the NFL's rushing leader coming into this weekend. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll get forward for about a yard. The safety, Justin Simmons, with the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, will step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. That's a short one caught by Sinnott. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. The man in motion is Watson. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Daniels now going to look to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Trent McDuffie.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he gets this one up past the 30.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the 1st down.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Mahomes now on 2nd down. He'll get this complete to Wiley, his tight end.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down. Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. A short one there, caught by Tremble. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Right back to the air for Mahomes. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Mahomes now to throw again. Quick throw here is complete.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. they've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. That is caught, and he's in. Jalen Naylor, touchdown Chiefs. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their running back set to go once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive with a first down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The tight end going in motion to the left. Handoff here, up the middle. Whoa! He's inside the 40. And he is gone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Washington. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Now Gay for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Commanders will even the score here in the 3rd. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Taking off. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take him.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. Now a run on first down. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. They'll throw with Daniels. On target. Got it to McClure. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Just pushing guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the 47. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. 3rd and a yard. It's Daniel. That is going to be intercepted by Trent McDuffie. Still going. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only did they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will go up by 7. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The motion man here is McClure. Drive will start on the ground. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The motion man here is McClure. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Tight end motioning left. On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. His throw left side is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now a give on the ground. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That's over the middle to the tight end, Sinnott. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. A pass taken in by Watson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Throwing is Daniels. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He'll get this out to his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Still 2nd down.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a run. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Commanders. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. You have a tight end motioning left here. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. So it'll bring up 4th down. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. Important punt here in this tie game late. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to run it. A gain there of 21. First down, Washington.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
To the ground, a first down run. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Whistles look like the right side. Got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. Daniels to throw on second down. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On second down, it's Daniels. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. He's got his tight end. That's Sinnott. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game in the hands of your quarterback, and he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's the hero and win this game here late.
It's first down, and they'll run. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. The crowd at Arrowhead roaring. Here's third down. They'll run. First down and more inside the 15. Give him 18 yards on that one and a first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Now, second and goal. A tight end in motion now. They'll run here. And he'll be taken down. Let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes third and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. And he will score again. Touchdown, Washington. He has come alive after the break. His third touchdown of the second half. Gay to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Commanders will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
When you get a big return like that, the offense takes the field with a lot more energy. They can see the end zone. They know they've got a short field. It brings a boost to the entire sideline when the special teams can have an impact play like we just saw there.
The Chiefs offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On first down, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. That is now 6 consecutive victories. They are making it look easy out there as they continue their winning ways. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.